Hey, I was just outside walking. I almost forgot. I'm trying to figure out how to get this antenna down here. Oops, got to go that way. Shit. Anyway, we got it. I made it. I'm telling you. Woo, dog. I mean, it's been one of those days, so to speak. Anyway, hello, Tyler of Texas. Is it Friday? It is, isn't it? Hell, I hope so. I don't know. I have to check. Uh, yeah, it says Friday, November the 28th. Yeah. Well, I was right. Woo, man, that was close. I almost missed. Anyway, Harley, Jeff, Mary, Donnie, Trail Cam, how you guys doing? I mean, I went out walking. I got a call from my sister and talked to her for about 30 minutes and then, or so. And anyway, I just got up and went out and did my stretches and did my walking and walked back in. And I just happened to look up and I thought, 4 o'clock, what happens at 4? Oh, and then I saw a note I put on the table that says, beer 30, 4 p.m. Lucky table. And I thought, beer 30. Oh, God almighty, I got to do that. Anyway, yeah, how you guys doing? Anyway, yeah, Eduardo says, how y'all doing? Happy belated Thanksgiving. Well, yeah, we're right in the middle of it here, guys. And if I've got a few antennas sticking up, that's just the way it is, man. I mean, it was just real close to me making one of those mistakes. I got to get my beer holder. Hang on a sec. I'll be right back. After these messages, I'll be right back. Yeah, I mean, I just got in, man. That was a close one. Yeesh. So, guys, good to see all y'all and Mac, John, Todd in the house from Brownsville. How you doing? Doing it with nothing. Evening. Poodle Professor Jennifer. Yes, yes, and Jupe. Anyway, yeah, I was because I'm in a. I don't know, guys. I'm in kind of a planning mode again. I'm telling you, I scare my. You're late. Hell, I was late too. I mean, I was in Disney World, man. Tyler of Texas. All right, glad you made it. I'm glad all you guys made it, man. I hope all y'all are doing good. And yeah, this camera makes it real hard because it reverses stuff. So this away is that away. Does that make sense? No. But anyway, now I got my beer and everything is okay. WP Wood and Toad Suck. Can't wait to see the new Class C. Well, it's coincidental that you mentioned that, even though. Yeah, it that could possibly happen. I mean, and anyway, James Shipley, howdy, Rusty. Because I've got two people that are interested in my place in Fort Clark Springs, and and I may be able to put something together. And if I do, I will get a Class C motorhome. I mean, and here's what I wanted to mention. If anybody's interested in a Ford Maverick pickup, because I'm not going to have a tow vehicle, even though I cannot tow the Ford Maverick. You can't tow it all four wheels down. I don't even think you can tow it on a tow dolly because it's all wheel drive. So I'll be selling it, and I'll sell it for $28,000. And you'll have to meet me or pick it up somehow. We'll work out all the details. But it's a Ford Maverick. I don't know all the details. XLT, all-wheel drive, some kind of eco boost. It's not a hybrid. It's got 12,000 miles on it. And anyway, yeah. So check with me at rusty78609@gmail.com, and we may be able to put something together. We'll have to talk about it. But howdy, Rusty. Hello, James. Hail to the adventure. Hi, Rusty. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Yeah, I did. Dave, I had a good one. Hope you did too. Dave, happy Friday. Kathy, hey from Louisville, Kentucky. Hey to you, girl or guy or whoever it was. Don, are doing it with nothing. Bill and Deb broke down in Toad Suck at the Corps of Engineers campsite. Well, we got to break down somewhere. Toad Suck ain't bad. Tyler of Texas, hurry. It's almost been a year. No, it has been actually. In February or 1st of February, it would be a full year that I've had the Ford Maverick. And but it looks like my direction right now, this RV that I'm in right now, I'm not going to sell it. My son's he was going to buy one like this to live in, but he wasn't going to do it until like next June or something, or in that range. And so I'll just pass this along to him and sell the Maverick and buy a Class C motorhome. But anyway, we got to get these. Slow down, Rusty. Get over here. Doing it with nothing. Okay, Tyler, Texas, been a year. GFY, congrats on selling for. I haven't sold it yet. Haven't sold it yet, but it's possible. WP Wood Chevrolet Class C is the best. Yeah, I'm going to get the Chevrolet, same one I had before, even though they're basically junk. Scotty, are you going to get a new cell phone like the Tesla phone? No, I'm not going to get any new phones. I'm good with what I've got, man. I'm fine. The Pixels work fine for me. Mary Cooper got possible snow flurries here in Lubbock, either Sunday or Monday. Yeah, we got some cold weather here at the same time period, but no snow. Diana Haas, wow, I missed something. Howdy, Rusty and Rangers. Hi, Jennifer. Harley Glide is the truck a non-smoking truck, or do you have any pets? I have no pets, non-smoker. No, it's like new. I mean, it's it's just brand new. It's a hell of a deal. Traveling girl, happy beer 30, Rusty. Thank you. No way, Jose. A little pat on the back there. Thank you, and appreciate it. But yeah, no, the Maverick Ford Maverick's great. It's been a great vehicle. I get about over 30 miles to gallon. When I'm not towing, and I get 20 when I'm towing, or when I was towing the Casita. Now anything else would make a big difference. So we'll just see. But yeah, no, it just all kind of came together, and I won't go into the series of events, but I still feel good. I got a clean bill of health from the VA with the blood work and all the stuff. And so, yeah, WP Wood says you might get Zozo sold too. Well, that'd be just super great, man. I'd like to be all cash with a Class C, and yeah, just cruising, because they have a mail forwarding service right here in Llano, Texas, that I'll work that out with them, and I don't have to worry about mail anymore, hopefully. Anyway, Janice Peck, happy Rangers and Rusty, our head ranger. Cool country, central Oklahoma, heat wave right now, 53 degrees. Well, it's probably that warm here too. Paulifino, howdy, Rusty. Does anyone board a horse at Fort Clark Springs? Was looking at that area, but I want to bring my mule. You could. Yeah, they have horse stables there. You just have to check with the office. I don't know how much they are or anything, but a lot of people have, not a lot, a few people do have horses, and they got a big place for horses and covered and all that stuff. Lift off. Cheers to you, Rusty, taking down a Buffalo Trace old fashioned in honor of your fickleness. Yeah, yeah. If you drink to my fickleness, you may be maybe a perpetual drunk, but you do you. Scotty, I like my cell phone too, the Samsung Galaxy. Yeah, well, I'm glad you do. Yeah, most of them work very well. Some of them do a lot of crazy stuff, but that's with the software that they continually update. Republic, I gobbled till I could not wobble. Whatever. Neon, hello, Rusty. Fred from Florida. Hello, Fred from Florida. Here's to you guys. Skull Pros, cheers. Yeah, I'm on a roll here, man. I'm going to fickle again. Yeah, I'm going to fickle. A good one. Another. And I hope I get this one. I hope it works. I really want it to work. Like, I've got a plan. I always have a plan, but then I change my mind, right? Roy Frazier, I made a very large purchase on Amazon today. I hope this will give you a boost in money. Well, yeah, thank you very much, Roy, and anybody that uses the Amazon link. I sincerely appreciate that. I do okay on money, but what I have to do is I have to sell something to buy something. I mean, I don't have a lot of cash laying around, but when I sell something, then I can move, I can do something. And yeah, again, thank you, Roy. Kenneth, do you ever enjoy a glass or two of bourbon on Fridays? No, I don't drink any bourbon or liquors at all. Well, anything over 4%, well, actually 12% alcohol, anything over that, I don't drink. And the reason is your body really can't do much with it, and it's not that good for you. Years ago, when I was in my 40s, I did. And if I'd have stayed on that path, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Tyler, I've been looking at some nice Class Cs on Motorhome Specialists lately. Yeah, they've got some good prices. You can't beat their prices, man. I'm telling you. You just can't beat their prices. Now, but you got to be careful because they get special order stuff, and then so there's going to be something left off somewhere. It'll either be something on the chassis or something on the deal. They get special deals, but they are, quote, special. Hail to the adventure. A man was injured while playing peekaboo. He's currently in ICU. Oh boy, back on the meds there. Scotty Thompson, you're a very funny guy. Rusty, well, strange will work too. WP Wood, it's not called cash laying around. It's called walking around money. Yeah, I remember the first time I heard that. And the guy that told me about it had a lot of walking around money. William Steinbacher, hey, Rusty, happy travels. Cool here in New Jersey. Well, it's supposed to be cool in New Jersey. Republic, get better tires on Class C than the other ones have tires. Let me show you what I did right here. I've got notes on what I'm going to change. And one of the first ones is change tires. I want a full set of Michelin's or something. So what I'm going to do is drive it from the dealership to Marble Falls, Texas, have them put a full set of new tires on it, and also the tire pressure monitoring system. They'll do all of that at Discount Tire. I want that. Yeah, I don't want those Chinese Maypops or those cheap tires they put on there. No, we're going to get a good set of tires, and hopefully that'll solve that issue. Yeah, no, we're good. I got plans, man. But what I'm planning to do, hopefully, if somebody's interested in the Maverick, just bear this in mind. Logistically, I need to be in Alvarado to pick up the Class C, and hopefully I could take all my stuff in my pickup to Alvarado, and then somebody can meet me there at the dealership and take possession of the vehicle. But we'll have to have the money in my account before I sign the title and give it to you. So that'll have to be a wire transfer either that day that you pick it up or the next day, because I'll be at the dealership for at least 2 days in their RV park. So we should be able to work all that out. And it's in Alvarado, Texas. It's called Motorhome Specialist. And again, it all is contingent upon one of the deals I'm working on at Fort Clark Springs working out. Okay. Happy Travis says, get better tires. Yeah, I got that. I got it. You're right. Scotty Thompson, do you still travel, Rusty? Yeah, I do. Jeff, will you be towing a tow? If so, what kind of rig? No, I'm going to try it without a tow vehicle. And the reason I am, I've tried it 2 or 3 times and it just didn't seem to work out for me, but I really didn't put any real effort into it. I just went down the path of convenience, and I did get a tow, but I'm not going to try not to get a tow this time, because the unit is 24 feet long. They make some that are 20 called a 19Z, Thor 19Z. But there's no bed, there's no bathroom. I mean, it has a bathroom, but it's a little wet bath thing. And I don't want that. I want a full bath, full bed. I don't have to fold the bed down and all that crap. And both Class C's I had were 24 feet long, and they both had all that stuff. And so we're just going back down the trail for the third Class C. I guess third time's a charm, maybe. Yeah, WP Woods south of Fort Worth. Yeah, I got that. No, it is. It's on. I want to say I-35 West or something. I don't know what it is. Howie Dummer, sounds like a plan. Oh, it is a good plan. Yeah, it is a good plan. I mean, all the pieces are in place. It's just that I've got to get the first piece to go forward before I go to the next step. James, if you weren't a fickle man, you'd go nuts. Good for you. I guess I've always been this way, man. I've thought about my life and things I've done, and I guess I've just always been this way, And Scotty, I like to watch NFL football. Great, Scotty, you watch the hell out of it. But GFY, used Class C or new? No, I'll get a new one, because a used Class C costs nearly as much as the new ones. I mean, a 2022 is $4,000 less. What the hell is that? No. We'll buy new. But the thing about buying new, well, the upside of buying new is for the first year, everything is under warranty on the RV, all the components, the hot water heater, the refrigerator, and all the crap. But now they come with that cute little thing called a 12-volt fridge. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but I do have a plan. And if I decided to go boondocking, I'm not going to use solar. I'm going to use a DC to DC thing from the alternator to one of those power brick things and keep it charged. And as long as you stay around 500 watts, it doesn't damage the alternator. I've been watching a lot about that. Paula, give me a zither. Anyway, RV camping, a good plan in place like Llano, maybe not so great in place like Fort Clark. I don't know. They do have a big RV park in Fort Clark, and it's about 4 degrees warmer there in the winter than it is here. But I'll probably come from Alvarado. If I get the Class C, that's a big step. If I get the Class C, then I will come back here to this very same site for a month or 2, and get all the wrinkles worked out. But and and they have a Chevrolet dealership here in Llano, Texas. So, I may make this kind of a semi-home base. Tyler of Texas, Bears versus Eagle on now. Scotty, well, Scotty's probably watching it. Mike, warranty, LOL. Yeah, well, yeah, but actually, I've never had any problem with the Thor warranty at all. I've had a few claims with Thor, as you know, and they've covered mobile repair service 100%. Yeah, I had an air conditioner replaced. I had a water leak in the freshwater tank, had that fixed, and a few other minor things. WP Wood, tires with TPMS must have metal valve stems, rubbers break. No, these have metal. All 6 tires have a metal valve stem on the Class C motorhome. Diane, time to take a sip. Like now, I'll drink to that, Diane. Thank you very much. Howie says, what do you use for internet? Starlink Mini Steel? No, here in the RV park, they have a great Wi-Fi just right over there. I'm right next to it. I get about 120 down and 50 up. Super good. But if I was going to be traveling in the Class C, which I will be, I do have a Starlink Mini, and you can use the $50 plan, 50 gigs, or you can go to another plan that costs a little more. They got several new plans out now, but I would use the Starlink Mini, and for many reasons. One is it's fairly inexpensive. It's small. It's the size of a sheet of paper, weighs about 3 pounds. And what else? The speeds are good. You can do anything. And also you can make Wi-Fi calls. Like if I'm in an area around Fort Stockton or between here and Fort Stockton, and there's no cell phone signal, crank up I got a 12-volt adapter, just plug it into the cigarette lighter, and I'm hooked up to Starlink, and I've got Wi-Fi calls, man. GFY, Chevy chassis, best choice in my opinion for Class C. Well, apparently a lot of people agree with that. I do also. I've looked at the Ford and the Mercedes-Benz, but the Mercedes-Benz chassis typically are the engine is diesel, and I really don't want diesel. The gas mileage I was getting in the both the Class C's that I had in the past, Chevy, big engine, big V8, whatever it was, I was getting 10 to 12, which, for the miles I drive per month is quite adequate, which is good. And then the 19Z gets about 2 or 3 miles better mileage, but you don't get anything, man. It's basically a Class B, Howie Dunner, that's nice. I've been using cellular internet for years, but I'm in a sticks and bricks. Yeah, they're and that all that's changing. It's all getting better, RV camping man, are they still using the absorption propane tanks? Oh, absorption propane fridges. No, they've gone to the 12 volt. They're all 12 volt now. And I think the whole industry is just going to 12 volt only. GFY, Ford has a lot less leg room, pretty cramped compared to Chevy. That's what I've heard. But no, I'm going with a Chevy chassis. I've had 2 of them before, so I'm familiar with all that. Mary Cooper is the Class C of 2025. Actually, it's 2026. Enjoy every day. Consider putting the per diem clock on the wall above your head. The diem clock. Yeah, I'll consider that. Sure. Yeah. But anyway, I was looking at that girl just walking by. Whoops. Yeah. The Carpe Diem clock. Yeah. I've got it somewhere. WP Wood, bites on Zozo yet? There's people that are interested. We just haven't got a deal yet. Jennifer, Poodle Professor, check her channel out on YouTube. WP Wood, I need to get a new TPMS. Mine has never worked. Maybe on Amazon today. But you can have it installed at Discount Tire. Yeah, and they do, I don't know what it costs. I don't think they charge you any labor. They just charge you for the product. Back roads, there are lots of Chevrolet dealerships around, so that's a plus. Yeah, it is. The only downside of the Chevrolet dealerships is some of them will not work on Class C motorhomes unless you can get it in the bay. They have to be able to lift it up. Okay, I don't know why, but they do. Even for an oil change. But I've had there is as far as oil changes, there's a place in Capitan, just a mechanic place, and They do it for me there. Jennifer, never too old to look at a pretty girl, LOL. Yeah, just because I'm on a diet doesn't mean I can't look at the menu, I guess. I've heard that many times. Tide fan, here's to you, man. Yeah, this beer is tasting pretty good today. Yeah. No, it's a gray day here. This is a fall day, man. This is a FALL fall day. Das is good. No way, Jose says always go to Discount Tire. I do too. I've been going to them for years. Why? Because they just do tires pretty much. And if you ever have a low tire or anything, or there's a light on for a low tire, you just go there and they'll put the air in for you and check. They'll check all your tires for free, no problem. WP Wood, that wasn't a pretty girl. That's my wife. And in your dreams, uh, Poodle Professor, excited to hear that you'll be back traveling. We need to meet up again. Well, we could meet up in Carrizozo, maybe. We'll meet somewhere. Sure. Hell yeah. No, I'm into that, man. Yeah, I will be. But again, this could all fall through real easy. I mean, this deal that I'm working on is like, a cracker, just could fall apart any second, you know. And but I'm into change. I mean, I'm in the mode, and I've got a plan, but I've got logistically we have some issues, so to speak. I've got to go to Alvarado and pay them and get the RV, stay in the RV park, take all my stuff. Jason picks this thing up, and then I got to come back, so it's going to be a matter of getting somebody to buy the Maverick that is willing to meet me in Alvarado, because a rent car deal doesn't work because I got too much stuff, and flying certainly doesn't work. Talking to LP with GFY, sounds like you have another neat plan. Excited to see what happened. Yeah, me too. But I've just some things have happened recently, or I've observed some things that made me say to myself, "Self, if you just want to sit here or anywhere and dry up and blow away and go against your grain, so to speak, then that it ain't going to work. You're not going to be happy. I'm happy doing fickle stuff. Neon says, Rusty watching the girls go by. If there's any that go by, I'll damn sure watch them. Jennifer, Jupe loves to keep the lizards alert and Zozo. Well, we'll give him another shot at it, girl. Enjoy every day. I like the thought of keeping both properties. No need to rush it. No, I'm not in a hurry. Trail cam. I know that Wonder Dog Jupe is on the case. Yeah. Scotty says, I downloaded a new 2025 internet called Comment. Downloaded on my cell phone. Super lightning fast. Okay, well, Comet is it. The Comet browser. We were all in it. No way, Jose. For your information, Discount Tire now has the equipment to do alignments. I got mine done on Sparky. Good for you. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that takes a special piece of equipment. RV Camping Man, looking at the 2026 brochure, fridge is 12 volt with auto generator start. Yeah, I saw that, and I think that's probably a plus. I guess it starts the generator if your voltage gets too low. Yeah, I'm sure it's got a deal there. And but but if you're using it for boondocking, you're going to have some way to keep your batteries charged. And the battery that comes with the Class C is just a regular old cheap battery, So that would, if I was going to do any boondocking at all, then I would have to upgrade the batteries. And I don't know that I'd go to lithium because there's some issues with that crap. I'd go to AGM or two. Jennifer, Poodle Professor, check her channel out on YouTube. GFY, you're good at the fickle stuff, not letting the grass grow under your feet. Well, again, just looking back over the past 25 or 30 years of my life, it seems like that is what keeps me going. I mean, it seems like that is the building block of my life. And you do it with nothing, go Zozo. Yeah, really. Back roads, having a plan to work on from time to time keeps life interesting. Oh, I totally agree. Have a dream, even though it may be just that, just a total dream. It's fun. WP Wood, Jason getting the RV. Yeah, he probably will. Yeah, I would imagine. Scotty Thompson, nice sweatshirt, Rusty. LOL. This sweatshirt right here, this is Rusty's Rangers, the drill sergeant looking guy. Tyler of Texas, does the Class C come with solar panels? I'm not sure. I don't think so. And I don't need them anyway. I will not need solar. No, I'm going to do the DC to DC from the alternator to charge those little, Blue 80 things. I'll get a Blue 80 DC to DC and get one of those Blue 80 power bricks, maybe get two of them, two 1,500-watt deals, and that'll do everything I want to do for several days. And it's a funny thing about the DC to DC charger. If you're, what's the minute, Tyler, Dave, any thoughts on getting another Class C? Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. Jennifer, I need to get one of those power banks to keep my camper going while boondocking when solar is limited. Not sure what to get. Looking on Amazon today. But probably, Blue 80 certainly makes a good one. It's a little pricey. That's kind of a brand name, but no, I don't know. I'm not a real expert on the power blocks or whatever you call them. But Blue 80 seems to do quite well. Biz Pirates, I joined late. What's the new plan? Well, I'm not going to go back. I may get a Class C. No way, Jose. Amazon is having Black Friday deals on power stations. Yeah, they really are. Some of them are super deals. Doing it with nothing. It says Blue 80 300. GFY, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for the session, Rusty. Take care. I will. Jennifer talking to Jose. Back roads, got to run. Have a good evening, everyone. Well, you too. Scotty, when was the last time you went to a high school football game, Rusty? Probably 1963. Dr. Dennis, you need a mansion in the Woodlands. No, I don't need a mansion anywhere, man. I've got a mansion in my mind. That's where I need it. RV Camping Man, Afri has 3,800 watt for under 1,000 on Amazon. Yeah, that's a lot, 3,800. But the deal is, see, those are heavy too. You got to be able to lift them. Some of those are damn heavy. Poodle Professor says, Dr. Dennis, the Woodlands is a mess. I've never been there. I don't know anything about it. We got plenty of time. WP Wood, onward through the fall. Getting at the truth, man. You can't see the future. You can think it, but you just never know how it's all going to roll out. Rick, a lot of information out there on power stations. Yeah, there is. They're very popular, but you don't need solar now. See, that's the deal. You can get by totally without solar, and I am. Why? Because solar, you got the battery issues. But keeping those power banks charged, it's not that hard, because if you pull into a place, RV park or somewhere where you've got power, you can charge your power bricks up. Okay. And if you're boondocking, infrequently, like I would be doing, then whenever you go, you got power, The only thing you can't run, well, with a Class C, you can run the air conditioner because you got that they got a 4.5 generator, 4.5 kilowatts or whatever it is. Enjoy everyone. You could save propane by getting an induction grill for cooking since your electric bill is included in your rent. Actually, I've got a what do you call that thing? That pressure cooker I've got? No, that's all I need. Works fine for me. It's electric. Yeah. Mary Cooper, what is the name of the Class C? I was going to look it up. I think it's called an Entrada. It's a Thor product. Yeah. Entrada. I don't know what the model number, but it's 24 feet long. Dr. Dennis, pick quality is very grainy, rusty, not clear like usual. Well, maybe I didn't change it. Well, I think it's set on 720p. That's as high as this goes on this. I'm doing it on a laptop, a Lenovo laptop. So yeah. But as far as the internet speeds, it's like 120 down and 40, 50 up. It's not that. So it could be just the setting. Yeah, I see it. It is kind of grainy. But if I try to change it right now, it'll cut the damn thing off probably. Alien Life UK. Hello from England. Hope you had a good feed yesterday on Thanksgiving. Well, I did. I did it myself and I enjoyed it. Thank you from across the pond. Diane Whitaker, whistle if you can the Andy Griffith theme song as you travel. Yeah. If I could remember it. WP Wood, Instant Pot. That's what I was trying to think of. That's one of the things that happens as you get older. Your memory can't pull in some of that stuff, But no, Instant Pot. I've got one and I use it quite often. Yeah, Tyler of Texas, east to west, Entrada. It could be. Scotty, me and my dad was off bowling yesterday, Thursday night because of Thanksgiving. Well, you missed 1 week. You should be better next week. William, good night, Rusty and Rangers. Happy trails. Yeah, we're getting close, guys. So here's to you. Here's to me. I hope everything turns out. I'll keep you posted. I'll do some videos, and we should know something next week. I think we'll kind of know how this is going to work out, because, or hopefully, but I would like to start off the year 2026 with a new Class C motorhome and no tow vehicle. And hopefully that works. Anyway, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Use the Amazon link in one of my videos if you want to. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life the best way you can. Bye-bye. Enjoy the weekend.